So this video is asking you, right? Was your solution? Was your solution, right? When the 0.01% of people, right? British monarchy, right? Little girls in the British monarchy, right? Infiltrating you with a spirit energy and nanotechnology, right? Balling that they still hate black people, right? Was your solution to that? Right? Or choosing somebody to know I can't do nothing about it, right? I can't do nothing about you hating black people. I can't do nothing about British monarchy, white girls hating black people, right? So they're choosing somebody to be the fucking Christ who they know who they could tell all the secrets to, right? They could tell all the secrets to me, right? The 0.01% secrets that they could tell it to me. And choosing me to be the fucking Moroccan Christ, right? And telling me all the stinking secrets. Hey, nobody died for my sins, right? Telling me all the secrets, who they hate, who they don't hate, right? To the spirit fucking energy, all you thinking is wish wash and a problem within yourself, right? Hey, if you're a fucking prophet, you're thinking, oh, it's a problem within yourself. This time is the British flipping monarchy, right? Coming and telling you that they hating flipping black people still, right? And you can't do nothing about that. So you hearing all the genocidal racist fucking talk. You hearing all the genocidal racist talk, and you can't do nothing about it, right? So the world could decide what the world doing about that, right? The world could decide if they want to revolt about that. Right now we're in May 2026, right? I don't have nothing to say. In fact, I would never encourage you all to revolt because you know what? That's what they want, right? They want you to kill out yourself, right? So that they can remain in this stinking power, right? That's why I don't propagate violent revolutions because here what England, people in England safe and flipping song, right? People in England are safe and sound, right? So when they're creating this kind of stir, this kind of chaos now, this coming and infiltrate your energy, infiltrate your mind, infiltrate you using spirits and technologies, right? When they infiltrate you and telling you these things and stirring up energies, making you believe is who I saying it, making you believe is other people on the ground saying it, right? When it's not neither of us, right? It's people manipulating our situation at the very, very top level, right? To create and stir chaos in society. That's why I tell people I never advocate for violent revolution. If you want to revolt violently, you don't revolt against yourself. The world could stir up something and revolt against England because them who's stirring up the confusion, right? The world could freaking come together and revolt against the real source of the problem, which is England. England and the British monarchy is the real source of this freaking problem. Right? And God give me that direct information. Right? So when people want to fight, you want to go in Africa, right? Or you want to revolt against tribe for elections in Guyana, wherever it is. People want to revolt against tribe, and Trinidad is happening a little more subtly, right? Trinidad don't happen outright. They don't have no violent thing based on race and politics in Trinidad, but it have a subtle undertone, right? But in other countries, right, well, they want to revolt, genocide people, right? Africa, when they want to tear apart each other, like tribal things, right? Know that the actual source, and always supposed to be smart enough to know this too. I don't want to be telling all of this. Always the people of intelligence in this world. African people is the people of true intelligence in this world. I repeat that African people is the source of, I'm not talking about local African, but Christian African, right? Shit Afro-Christian shit, right? I talking about real hardcore African Africans, right? Is the source of intelligence in the world, right? And all in British colonialism, right? Tear apart, tribe against tribe, fighting against each other for politics and race, right? Tribe against tribe, fighting each other, politics and race, violent revolution, and they safe and sound, and they stirring up the fucking confusion. Africa, meaning dark Africa, meaning true Africa, right? Is the source of the intelligence of the universe. Africa is the source of the intelligence of the universe, right? I'm not talking about Afro-Christian shit, right? I'm talking about Africa is the source, right? Our true intelligence in the universe, right? And all is still letting British colonialism to say, hey, let me kill, murder, shoot, right? Each other. Let you kill, murder, shoot each other. Tribe this, tribe that, political tribe this, politics that, right? And they're not coming from earlier. I tell you, they're not coming from earlier. And go let me hear where they're coming from, and it's not coming from earlier. It's not coming from Africa. Trust me, it's not coming from Africa. Them voices behind telling all you to do that. It ain't coming from Africa. And it ain't coming from me either. It ain't coming from earlier, and it ain't coming from me. So it's a source of that problem. Right? And if you want to revolt, you turn and revolt against that one particular source of the problem. And it's not in Trinidad. And it's not in Africa, and it's not in India, and it's not in the Middle East. Right? So this tribal flipping shit, right? And I know all this is not the problem because I know the source of the problem, and God telling me the source of the problem. right? So these kind of things, this kind of tribal bullshit, right? That kind of thing need to cease, like immediately. Right? See this thing in here about Africa and this tribe killing a genocide and each other, this tribe, right? When it true genocidal people as the forces operating in the background to make all you do damn thing, right? To make all you do damn thing. Right? So this one needs to stop.